Hey guys, welcome to another review. Now today we're reviewing The Mummy that came out in 2017. It's a thriller action film. It's an hour 51. Episode 2, motherfucking 100 boys. Yeah, let's get into it. We see the mummy's tomb. They take the mummy on board. It causes a guy to go mental and stab someone, but he has to die sadly. The guy that they made the princess made the plane crash. Nick is the only survivor. Someone talks in his head. The mummy. I'm not going to call her by name. The other it's up in there. The mummy starts to attack Jenny. They tied up the mummy, and we meet Dr. Jekyll. You can already see where this is going. Nick has been cursed by Henry Jekyll. Henry Jekyll sadly didn't get the cure in time. It holds back the other personality that if you've studied any sort of English literature, you'll know who I'm about to talk about next. And his name is Mr. Edward motherfucking Hyde. Not the good Mr. Hyde, the evil Mr. Hyde. Obviously, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde is one of the first subjects. No, but you've got some spectacles, and then you get into the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, because the reason why I think they do it like that is because I remember starting off with Dr. Jekyll, then doing the recap on the spectacles, then we did Romeo and Juliet, then went back to do both of them, then we did a bit of poetry, not much of it though, which I'm so happy about, and whatever the last one was, I don't remember that one, because it's so shit, but yeah, Mr. Hyde basically is the one that Dr. Jekyll had a sort of experiment. He put his other self into another personality that comes out. But sadly, when Mr. Hyde comes out, he does stuff in the book, like tramples little girls on the street. He fucking kills people. He fucking goes absolutely fucking bananas. He does fucking so much shit in the book that you're like, he literally has a separate house to Mr. Hyde. He has a different house to Dr. Jekyll in Soho. Yeah, I do still remember the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde story, kinda, little aspects of it. But it's a book about religion and Scientology. I thought it's just a good backstory for people that haven't yet got to that year 11 stage where you do learn about. I don't know if they changed it, but I don't think they have. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde was one of the worst things to read. I read it, and we read it, and we read it, and we read it, and we read it, and then we watched a bit of it, then we read it again. It was like, I hate this fucking book. It wasn't even ingraining, it was just torture. But yeah, let's get back into the review. Nick injects Edward and gets back Jekyll. Then London starts to fill up with sand. Nick gets to the stone tunnel. The mummy grabs Jenny underwater and grabs her. Nick chases after them, but mummy gang and more mummies start grabbing at his feet, and that looked really cool. That seems awesome. Jenny is dead. Mummy starts to beat Nick up. Nick stabs himself with the devil's blade, whatever fuck, the god Egyptian blade, right? And he becomes a fucking mummy. And he charges the bitch, makes it out with the bitch, and sucks her soul back out. Then he goes, wake up, and she just revives. It's like fucking Call of Duty. Get the fuck up! You know, when you're like round 30 and you just hear your teammates when they're reviving you, get the fuck up, you son of a bitch! Come on! Because, you know, you're about to get molested if you don't get up in about 5 seconds, you know. But yeah, I'm sorry for making a Call of Duty joke. Nick becomes the mummy and heads into isolates himself in the desert, brings his friend back. And we hear Dr. Jekyll's and Jenny's narration over where Nick is, and he went to some pyramids and the film ends. I would love to see a Mummy 2 because I think this film's so underrated. Like Pet Sematary, I think this is so underrated. I love this film. I give it a 7 out of 10. Really good, amazing story. Captivated me the whole way through. But sadly, there were a couple of weird things like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde felt a bit out of place. in a story, you know. But at least it wasn't like they put it in fucking Saudi Arabia and fucking a Dr. Jekyll pit there. At least it was actually England, because that would have just been weird, just looking down and seeing, is that fucking Dr. Jekyll in fucking Saudi Arabia? You get me. So at least it kept true to the story. It didn't put in fucking Arab or fucking Turkey or just something, because at least it was still in the hometown. But London, go away, go away, go away, go away. Thank you, notification. I don't want to press the button because it fucks up the screen. But it just feels, London just feels weird. Now, I know there was a couple of scenes in Mummy Returns and the Mummy and not Mummy Tomb of the Dragon. There was like one scene with Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Nothing important happens in London. But basically, it just feels out of place. I think England should have been used for something like Frankenstein. Something gothic, like Frankenstein. Yeah, some can argue the Mummy was a bit gothic. But I would argue as well to say that I don't really feel like it fits the gothic genre. It's more about an ancient curse, which means it's more supernatural than it is gothic. I don't classify the classic Mummy as a gothic story. Especially don't classify the 1991 and 1990 version as a classic, as a gothic film either. Or I don't even classify this one as a gothic film. Really felt weird. Really felt weird now they've just upped up there and turned it into a gothic film. It just feels odd. Tom Cruise. Did I think Tom Cruise was right for this film? Yeah, fucking hell yes. Now, I like Tom Cruise in that. So I think the fact he does his own scenes was actually really cool. Wait, do you get a DVD in it? You get a DVD in it. Guys, seriously, get this. You actually get a DVD. But yeah, basically I just don't feel like it should have been shit on as much as it has. But then some can argue, but you like stuff like, not people like Grave Encounters and you're a horror fan, so you're going to be a little bit more biased towards horror. Yeah, I can argue I would be a bit more biased to horror genres, but at the end of the day, this is a review. This ain't. If it is of course going to be biased towards what genre I prefer. So if that's horror, if I feel in horror, which I always feel horror, this film I think is less of a horror. Now, the reason why I say this, it feels odd. I don't know why, it just feels like it shouldn't have been a Mummy film. It should have been something like Frankenstein, or something like that, or even fucking The Invisible Man. I think they should release a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde actual spin-off from this. So I quite like Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That was no up. The casting in this is nailed to the fucking T. Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Fucking him as the fucking main antagonist. Don't know who she is, but she's gone up in my estimations, because that was some good ass acting for someone that has to play a fucking mummy. You know? Yeah, you can call it woke. You can say that. I would assume this is. But the only way to decline your opinion is I hate wokeness, but I love this film. Seriously, despise anything. If I even smell an ounce of woke, I'll be like, get the fuck out of there, fuck this shit, fuck you too, fuck you all, you know what I mean? But trust me guys, just because there's a female mummy and not a male mummy this time, it is not woke. Okay, which I was like, it looks a bit woke to me. If I put it in the disc drive, I don't want to be slated for about 2 hours. But no, seriously, really good movie. Don't be swayed off that the fact we've got, they're trying to advertise that a lot. Don't feel dissuaded from watching this film. Seriously, I took that out of account and I loved it. Seriously, she's just a mummy, basically. And London, didn't like the London part that much, so I gave it a 7 out of 10. Hopefully, sorry guys, this might seem like a dragging on, but I want to break it down due to this being a very special episode in the reviews. Now, let's talk about supporting casts, aka Jenny. Jenny was there. The twist was well known. It's been used so many times. But yeah, really love this film. I would literally recommend going to your eBay, right? Going on your eBay account, buying this brilliant film. Seriously, I really like this Dark Horse thing they're going for. They've added to the second. They've made a second Dark Horse film now. It's called The Invisible Man. I'm hoping to get it on Blu-Rizzle. That sounded wrong. Don't say Blu-Rizzle. Don't. Oh, I've just fucking hurt my own brain. Sorry, I'm losing IQ by myself. But The Invisible Man, add that to there. A Dracula film is in the works, which I'm assuming is going to be connected to the Dark Horse collection. They're re-releasing all their classic monsters on new format. They're revamping it, basically. Done The Invisible Man. Apparently a Dracula one's been confirmed. There's obviously going to be a Frankenstein one. There's been so many Frankensteins and Dracula reboots that I didn't even know they were rebooting it properly. But it's already been rebooted about 80 times. Seriously though, this Dark Horse needs to continue unless they do one absolute shit. I wonder what they're going to do with Phantom of the Opera. They can't really fucking modernise Phantom of the Opera, which is an issue. I want to see Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's what I'm really, really, really excited for. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy my in-depth review. This is back to in-depth now, boys. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please do smash that button. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's review, which is actually going to start the day off with Friday. I'm writing it in. The 13th remake. Friday the 13th remake, which is starting tomorrow, and we are going to pick another 2 out of the pot for you guys now to join that list. Obviously, we picked 2 bits of paper. Okay, I've got a couple. 1, 2. Yeah. I've got a big title. I've just picked a big ass bit of paper. Let's see what it is. It is. Oh my god, yes! What a way to brighten up our day. The In-Betweeners movie. And the... Okay, it looks like I'm not picking another one in that pot. I just pulled the next big franchise. Speaking of Tom Cruise, that is Mission Impossible. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do smash the like button. That is review book 5 started. As you can see, I'll add all these movies that I've just picked down there. Bye-bye.